Hello, I wanted just to continue the videos we've been showing, a series of videos showing work we're doing, allowing users to download and store editable layers and base maps on mobile devices. That's phones, tablets, it's iOS, Windows and Android devices. I've done some other videos before, so I'm not going to go through all the workflows here, but basically we're viewing on screen here a base map which has been served up by ArcGIS server and some editable layers. One of those layers is coming from ArcGIS Online and one of those layers is also coming directly from server. So this application isn't tied to ArcGIS Online. It's actually been work that we've been encouraged to go down, or a path we've been encouraged to go down for those that like and enjoy Collector but are finding it a little bit limiting. They have custom workflows they need. They want to actually edit ArcGIS server layers instead of having to log into ArcGIS Online. So we're providing that flexibility here. The application also can be extended, so we can drop any number of different widgets in here to extend the functionality. So a custom version of Collector is what we've really been calling this. So what I'm going to do here, really this video is just to focus on the base maps. So we've extended what we can do with base maps. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit here. Now anyone that's seen old videos will recognise this drop down. We've actually extended the drop down. We've got a couple of other options in here which I'm going to talk specifically about. I'm just going to click on the Save Base Map option here and you'll see that we're downloading those base maps dynamically. So we're actually reaching out to ArcGIS server and we're actually pulling those tiles back from server and then loading them locally on the device. So this is a dynamic way of getting that information. This information is stored in the database on the mobile device, and it's a permanent store there. So should you shut it down, should the application go down, should you close and turn off your phone or tablet, the data will still be stored there, so when you bring it back up you'll still have that data. So we'll just wait for this to download. Let me just click on the menu and just talk through what else we've got here. The load base maps option is actually one we showed in previous videos. If you've got a tile package that you've actually dropped on the device, you've copied it to your device. In the Android and Windows world, you can actually navigate the directory structure to find those TPKs. You may have 3 or 4 TPKs there. You can go to load base map and you can change the TPK you've got loaded there. So again, for offline mode, that's locally stored tile packages. I've spoken about the Save Base Maps. We've also got the Clear Base Maps option here, which is the ability just to wipe away all the base maps that we may have stored on the device. Now we could download this area we're looking at, we could go to another part of the state and download that. That's all going to be stored locally on the device. Okay, good. So we've finished that download. What I'm going to do here is go offline. I'm just going to zoom back slightly, and what we should see are those tiles. So we can already see we've got the editable features already here, but what I wanted to show were the tiles, and those are loaded on the device. We've actually got other tiles elsewhere that we've loaded as well, which you may see as we move through the demo. So that's one way of doing things. I wanted to show you another way of doing things. Let's click on this download base map and get that rolling. So what that is, and it'll start going in a second, that's if we've already got a prepared TPK. So if we've got in a link somewhere, say on our own web server, we've got a tile package that we already have prepared, we can actually reach out and pull that back and pull that to the device. So let's imagine you have a project team of 10 people. You want them all to use the same base map. You don't want to have them all go through this same process I've just shown where they've each got to dynamically download that data. You just want them to grab a tile package you've got prepared. Well, this is what this accommodates. So as part of a configuration file, this could automatically be loaded to the user's device. It makes life a lot easier for the user. Okay, I'm going to go back online. That's now loaded. It's actually for San Diego, so we're going to go down to San Diego. And we're going to display that option. So let's go into here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go offline. Now you'll notice we have no idea where that data is. So one thing we've added to this application is show base maps. So we've actually marked it on the application where those base maps sit. And we'll go in, and there is that area of San Diego we've got from the tile package. We'll hide the base maps and we can start working with that area. One of the other things I wanted to show you was let's go show base maps, and we'll just step back. Not only should we be able to see the San Diego area that we've got downloaded, and we'll just go back a bit more. But also the areas in Utah that we have data for as well. So we know we've got a tar package here, and these more than likely in real world scenarios we're going to be having bigger areas than these. These are very, very small areas, so these show as small on the map, but you can actually see visual cues as to where those areas are. So if one group's working in San Diego, they've got this base map. Another group's in Utah, they've got this base map. And we can also tier these as well by project, so we can clear one project. The Utah project may be finished, we want to get rid of all that data, but we want to keep the San Diego data. So there's lots of different variations on the theme here that we can show, but what I really wanted to show you is the fact that we've really made some big advances in terms of how we're downloading base map information for you. So not just locked in as you are in Collector to how that is, we now can load tile packages as needed, we can load things dynamically as well. So incredible levels of flexibility in this application, and again we continue to work with clients evolving this code and this library that we're developing and extending the functionality. And should you have interest in a demo, we'd be happy to do one for you. If you've got specific workflows that you want that are over and above what Collector can provide you, please get in contact with us at webmapsolutions.com, and we're very happy to show you a demo and talk through how we could provide those custom workflows you might have. Thanks for watching.